Good Tuesday morning, South Florida. Hurricane Maria is a Category 5, and as you can see, that dreaded pinhole eye, that's an indication of a strengthening, powerful, dangerous hurricane still bearing down on parts of the Leeward Islands. It made landfall on the island of Dominica, and it is going to continue moving towards the west-northwest and headed towards the Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico, as a Category 4 or 5. We'll have to wait and see. Regardless, the impacts will be the same. Could be a catastrophic and devastating event for some of these Caribbean islands. Of course, our thoughts and prayers with them right now, as it does have a max sustained winds of 160 miles per hour and forecast again into tomorrow to move across the Virgin Islands. Puerto Rico could be dealing with the direct landfall, which hasn't happened in decades, and then could be moving to the north or near Dominican Republic as we head into Thursday. Friday, still maintaining Category 4 strength, either near or making its closest approach to the Turks and Caicos. Saturday and Sunday, likely weakening to a Category 3 hurricane, impacting parts of the Bahamas potentially as we head into the weekend. The forecast cone is to the east of Florida, and that's what most of the models are in agreement with. Again, keeping Maria moving in that general west-northwest motion, likely across the Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico, and then likely to the east of Florida. However, it's still too soon to say. The steering pattern as we head into the weekend, there's still a lot of uncertainty, but a lot of the models are showing that it will stay moving to the east or could even veer off into the open waters. We'll have to wait and see, but we still have to remain prepared and watch every move. Hurricane warnings in place for parts of the northern Leeward Islands, the Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico as well. Hurricane watch, tropical storm watch for Dominican Republic. And here's Hurricane Jose, which is barely a hurricane at this time. It's Category 1, moving northward at 9 miles per hour. Forecast to weaken to a tropical storm tomorrow as it starts to turn to the northeast and east into Thursday, and then it'll take a loop back around down south as a depression by the end of the week. It will almost act like a nor'easter here, and tropical storm warnings and watches in place from New England down through the northeast. Heavy rain, gusty winds, rough surf, coastal flooding, beach erosion will be possible there. And as we look at Jose, and then we see the steering pattern for Maria, which right now blocking Atlantic high is what's keeping it moving to the west-northwest and will likely continue at least for the next few days. It's because of Jose and the fact that Jose is expected to linger here offshore near the New England areas that it'll allow for that pathway for Maria to start to take that turn to the north as we head into the weekend. So of course we'll continue to be prepared and vigilant here in South Florida as things could change, but right now we're seeing the models keeping Maria to the east. As we look from our Doral camera, there's that sunrise, and we're seeing just a few clouds from our Fort Lauderdale camera, Broward County, and dealing with a few showers here across parts of Oakland Park, Pompano Beach. Right now winds are fairly light or calm. Temperatures in the upper 70s, low 80s. Highs will be in the low 90s today with spotty storms, and your extended forecast showing that highs will continue in the 90s the rest of the week. A very summery feel. The start of fall on Friday will remain hot and humid through the weekend. Of course, watching Maria closely.